Welcome back to my how-to guide, and this episode I'm going to show you how to make workbenches, upgrade your skills, craft various items, tools to progress through the game. So let's get started. So first of all, we need to press tab, bring in the menu, and then on the left hand side we've got our book, which starts off with our skills and what level we are with our skills on the right hand side. The technology, what we can physically make. We can use the left mouse and hold it down, or we can use the right mouse and hold it down to drag. So the first thing we've got to build is the processing table. So we require 1 log, 3 stones. It's not highlighted green, so we don't have those items on us. And then we build this using the construction hammer. From this we'll be able to unlock various items, and then we will slowly but surely work our way down the processing tree. So the first thing we're going to build first of all is the processing table. So we need 1 log and 3 stones. But if you don't have a construction hammer, which is number 5, press tab again. On the right hand side we've got the hammer icon. These are all the items that you can construct before you have any other skills unlocked. So stone hammer, construction hammer, stone sword, wooden spear, stone pick, torch, rough wooden bow, stone arrow, strap, in other words bandage, simple cloth bag, and then as long as you have the items you click on the word make and that constructs it, and it'll appear in the inventory. So we need 1 log and 3 stones. I have 1 log on me already, but we'll go and cut one down. Stones, you'll find them easily lying on the ground, like here. It's easy to pick up. So 3 stones. To get the log, we select our pickaxe and cut down our tree. We can get rid of the stump as well. If the log doesn't completely break, you've got to hit it again to break it further down. Then we can pick up our logs. You can only pick up as many logs as you can carry in the inventory. They do stack. Once you run out of space, you'll see it drop it right there by my feet. So if I move a little bit further, you can kind of bring them back or close to you, or drag and drop out of the inventory, or right click and drop. So I'm going to do that just so I can pick up and consolidate them all into one space. Bear in mind, if you leave them on the ground after so long, they will actually despawn. So always make sure you construct something so you can put it inside. There we go, that's fully done. So I'm going to build the table over here. Next to my fireplace. So what we do is we select number 5 to pick up the hammer, and we use the middle mouse button to select the icons. These are all the structures that you can build. You can break it down to just only show floors, walls, beams, guardrails, stairs, or just have it showing all of them, and then you've got to select the various items. You can put the template down first, so for example we can easily place the template and it will stay in position, and then you can go and find the materials to construct it. Make a middle click to bring it back off of that. So then roofs, synthesis. Here is where all your tables and workbenches and things will show once you are able to unlock it and use. Furniture, crate, and a basic bed is what you want to pretty much get down as soon as possible. And outdoors, if you can make a cart in your early days before you can find a car, at least you'll be able to pull those around and then actually load things up. A fire is a pretty much for when you first sort of start off. Okay, so we wanted to make that workbench first. We haven't unlocked that skill yet, so I press tab. We go onto the book, and with the workbench, it requires 1 log and 3 stones. If we've got that in our inventory, we can click it, we get the word confirm, and now it's unlocked. One of the next things we want to really try and build in is planks. So we just need 1 log for that. We know we've got logs in our inventory. Confirm to unlock this. We need 5 clay to build the charcoal furnace. That's a real key one to be built in, because that unlocks all your metals, so then you can start making weapons, benches, and the various other items that you're going to need within the game. Once you get to this tree, it unlocks a whole load of items to build. So now we've learnt the skill of the workbench. We press number 5 to bring our hammer out. Middle click, go into synthesis, select the workbench, and we use the middle mouse button, the wheel, to do the orientation, and then left mouse button to place it. Number 5 to remove the hammer out there. So now this is our template. So you can completely build your whole area based on templates before you find the material to fill those in. So as you approach, if you're too close and it goes red, you can't place the items and you'll get the buzzing sound. So if I try and place an item, you get the information like this. So if I back off slightly, E to add the materials, F to add all the materials. I know I've got logs, I know I've got stones, I don't have a toolbox. So I'm just going to do F to add all. Okay, so I have no stones and I have no toolbox. So I need to find 5 stones, I need to find a toolbox. So 5 stones and a toolbox. One thing you could do is, with your pickaxe, you could easily just mine one of the larger stones, and this will also work up some of your skills as well. As you see to the right hand side, there's all the stones. The disadvantage with doing the stones is they only individually stack. They don't stack on top of each other, they're only individual. But you can go and dump them into the bench to get them out. F to dump the stones. So there's 5 and I just need a toolbox. So I'm just going to dump all these here. If they despawn, so be it. I'll get some more afterwards. Light my load, I'll get rid of these logs as well. Okay, grab a toolbox. I've got some in the toolbox. And there we go. Now, when we approach it, we press E, and these are the various items we can construct. You have to physically select the item, and then you'll see it appear here. As in select the item, this is the one you're going to construct. The problem you've got, as soon as you go in here, if you just jump here straight away, by default it always goes back to the hammer. If you're in a rush to try and make things, you're going to automatically make multiple hammers. So now we're going to make some planks. So first of all we need to pick up the logs that we already dropped. Those 3 here and the ones we stacked earlier on. We come back to the workbench. By making the planks within the workbench, you can increase your mechanical skills. So we press E, left click and place all the logs, or you can just drag and drop. Make sure we click on planks or boards. We can do 6. Move the slider to 6 and click on make. Now here you'll see the timer of how long it is going to take to produce it, 120 seconds to make it. You need to be in the workbench when the blue timer goes right to the end, and you'll hear like a ba-ding sound, and then you will earn the points, and you will see them over here. As you can see, mechanical skill proficiency increased. So let's quickly jump into here. So mechanical is increased. We've got to make sure we get back into the workbench. If we're not in the workbench physically looking at this screen, you do not get those points. Now once you've got your levels up to level 5, then that'll be alright, because then you can put all the material in here, just set it, forget it, and just have it producing it while you run around and go and do everything, because level 5 is the highest you can get in each of the skill sets. So we've got 4 more bundles of planks to make. 3 more. They all stack in bundles of 5. You can left click and pull them out while it's still making it. This is not too bad, it goes fairly quick to create the planks. You know, some of the other things that produce, like some of the ores, that takes a lot longer to produce. So one good thing you can do is you could be standing here reading your books and learning the skill while you're actually doing this production. This doesn't require any kind of fuels to make it work. Okay, so we've got all the planks all made. There you go. And if you do need to rotate, don't forget R to rotate, and you can rotate it within your inventory to maximize your space. So take a quick look, go back into our books. Now our mechanical is almost at level 1, so we'll produce a couple of more logs. We've already leveled up level 1 of our mechanical. This will come in handy when we start looking here. So as you can see here, engineering grade 2, tailor grade 1, mechanical grade 1, and 5 plant fibers to be able to unlock the textile machine. And then there's one agricultural grade 1 and 3 boards, engineering grade 1 and cooking grade 1, 3 logs, and so on. So they're the basic sort of things to do as you work the progress, and you can see what you require to start constructing each of the various different or unlocking each of the various different workbenches and tools to be able to produce them within those workbenches. Now we have the planks made, we can go ahead and make ourselves a chest. What we need is the planks or boards, and we also need one of the simple parts books, or it looks like books. So what we do is we'll go to somewhere we want to be placing the chest. So if I just put it to the right of the fire, we click 5 to get our workbench hammer out, middle click, we go under furniture, and as we can see we need 5 boards and 1 simple part. We select it, and you can see 2 hinges at the back and a single hinge which is the front. This is only relevant for what I'll show you in a few seconds. So we select where we're going to place it, left click once, get rid of the hammer, we go up to it, we'll press F to add all of it, we'll now make it. We'll click E, because how did I get right in on the chests? So when we press E to open it, up here where it says please enter, you can actually name the content of the chest. So if I put wood and planks, and click on the word save. When I exit out of it, wooden planks. Good way for you to quickly identify what's inside that chest when you start getting a lot. We can now left click and store all those items. I'll put back there. What you'll notice in the game, everything stacks as either in a 5 or a 9. Weird numbers to be stacking, but that's how it stacks up. I'll pick up all these stones. It's quicker picking up stones like this than going to the inventory, otherwise you've got to keep grabbing and pulling and it doesn't kind of organise it out. So even though I put wooden planks, I'm throwing the stones in here because I've got nowhere else to throw it. We left click once to be able to quick transfer it across. So that's quick and easy, simply how to make a workbench, or as they call it, a processing table, a wooden crate using the planks. So we use number 5, middle click. Next thing we can do is we make ourselves a bed. So 6 wooden sticks and 20 plant fibers. Now you can make sticks by dismantling a log. So let me grab a log from here. Grab a log, and if you right click on it, it'll say dismantle, and then it'll say on the right hand side you require the dagger. Number 4 is my dagger. Number 4, right click, dismantle, and I ended up with 2 sticks from doing that. Now you can use either your dagger or an axe on some of the small bushes. This might work. Nope. And some of these trees over here. And that got me 3 sticks and 5 plant fiber. So if I go to my axe, number 6, let's see if this. So that get me through. I'll dismantle this one. Okay. So now select number 5 for my hammer. Middle mouse click. Click on the bed. And left click, place it down. F to fill. So I need 10 more plant fibers. I know I've got stacks of 9. And then you make your bed. Now, current time is 6:52. E to sleep on the map. You move the timer to how many hours you want to sleep. So the longer you sleep, your food, water and things will go down. So if I just put it to 1 hour and then click on the word sleep, it'll wake me up in 1 hour's time. One thing you might have noticed there, if you click on E, set as a resurrection point, select this one. Now if we look on the map, it's turned green because it's a bed, but this is where you'll spawn back if you die, no matter where you are within the map. Well, as it's night time, or it's becoming night time, takes a little bit to try and get the wording up. We're at 8. If we do 12 hours, that'll be 8 AM until we sleep till. Before we head over to the trader and we go and get any of the books, I'm going to make myself a cart, so I've got some storage space to actually carry all the things that we find on the way. So what we have to do for that is number 5, middle click, outdoors. We require 15 boards, or planks as I've been calling them, and 8 simple parts. So we know we've got the planks in here. 15 planks and 8 simple parts. We'll grab a stack of 9. Number 5 again, middle click, cart, and left click. Add all the material. There we go. Now we've got a cart that we can carry, so you just move on to the cart and you'll get the word F to use, which will hook onto you. You run around with it. You can sprint with it. Turn around and then you can press E when you get the word F to use. You can press E and then you'll see the content of the cart. If you can find backpacks, you can fill the backpacks, put the backpacks in the cart. So these are kind of tricky. Best thing to do is just drop them on the ground. You've got to kind of turn around and like face the cart until you get the F to use, then you press E. Now you can kind of pull and pick up the backpacks. The way we'd fill a backpack, if I look back at the cart again, so we get the word E, the F, drop it on the ground. I'll let F to disconnect myself. You've got pick up or F for more. You can press F for more and then hover on the word use, and now you can fill the backpack. You can't physically pick the backpack up and put it into your backpack. Yeah, it's a strange mechanic, but that's kind of how it works. So if I go to E to use, I can pick it up and drop. F to use the cart. Let's get back on our way again. So, I'll grab one of the backpacks. F for more. Use. I'm going to load this one full of the weapons. And then we're going to try and sell. Well, I've had a good explore around the crashed aeroplane, and I found a handful of books and a couple of weapons, and I've loaded my cart with a few things as well. Now to head to the trader, which is back this way. This is where we came from. The trader was here. We've come to the aircraft. Now we're heading back to the trader. So before I show you the trader, I'll show you how we can learn from the books. So if we press tab, these are the books we pick up. This is the volume 4. This is volume 1. This is volume 1 of cooking. So if we right click and click on use, we get the bip bip sound. The reason why we're getting this sound is because cooking, we're already almost level 2. We're already at level 1 here. So it's no longer a skill that we need to learn. So we can actually trade that book or just throw it if we go on there. We can't learn anything from here because this is level 4. We need to learn 1, 2, 3, 4 unless Master of Arms, we're already at that level. But Master of Arms, no, we're nowhere near those levels. What we can do is metallurgy. Basically, this is when you mine metal or craft or do anything with that. And we haven't even learnt that skill yet. So all we do is we right click on use. They'll read the book, and your mentality will go down. Because if you look at here, metallurgy plus 20, so you learn 20 of metallurgy, but your mentality goes down by 15. So as you read, you lose your brain cells. So we'll keep reading this book. While you're reading, you can't click on any other actions or any boxes, or you can't open anything. So we're already kind of like halfway there. When the text here goes yellow, then you can't learn any more at that time without restoring your mentality. So now it's gone yellow, we won't be able to learn anymore. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to watch this right now, is what you comment. As you see here, look at the durability. Durability is going down. That durability is as you've learned, or you started learning the book. So where are we at? We're almost at level 1. So how can we get this back? By sleeping is one way. These magazines, these restore 10 of your mentality. So if you find these books, grab them, and that's how you'll be able to get your mentality back up. It costs nothing, there's no penalty to it, it's all just positive. And you just keep reading it until the book disappears. So as you see, the durability is now in the red, so we've probably got one more read and then the book will disappear. Another good way to get your mentality back up is if you find the wine. Not only does it give you carbohydrates, not only does it give you for thirst, but it also restores 20 mentality. Those books cost us 15 mentality, so we're gaining an extra 5 restoration for everyone we do. So now we've got a little bit more up. We'll carry on reading again. Okay, so I still don't understand this. That when you get that prompt, that means you've already got to the maximum of that level. Now, if there's multiple of you playing in the game, you can keep that book in the chest, and then the next player could learn it. So you can see how the durability we've still got left there. But if we look at our stats now, we've now completed the whole of level 1, and when the slither comes into the second level, we've now got the we've all leveled up to level 1. So I've loaded my inventory of things I want to be selling to the trader. So not only can you trade with them, you can actually learn things from them. So we select the trader. You have to build up a relationship to be able to learn. So basically you have to give away items for free. So I have something here for you. You select the item, you drop it into the inventory, and it tells you how much up here you're going to get. So you want to try and get that to 100. So we're at 97. So I want to make a deal is what you can buy. This one has farm animals, magazine to learn from, alcohol to get your brain power back. I want to learn a skill. This trader, you can learn tailor or weapon manufacturing. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Weapon manufacturing, we're already at level 1, so we need to start learning level 2. And tailoring, we're already at level 1, we need to learn level 2. So I want to learn the skill. So if we want to say straight away it knows. So basically here class 2 is learning that, and it's going to cost you 40 mentality every time you learn, and then when you go to the next level it's going to cost you 60, then 80, then 100. So if we want to study straight away, it doesn't give you any penalties. You just basically learn it and you're using up all that reputation. So as you see, we're at 57 reputation. So you want to learn manufacturing, class 2. So now we've drained our mentality. We need to restore our mentality to be able to learn more from them. So I have something good for you. Drop in a good weapon. Give it away. Now we're at relationships 100. I need to build up my health, so I'm going to do some trading. I want to make a deal. So I want some of this wine, which is good for the mentality, and I want to get the book. So I have to try and make up 1485 to try and build up enough to do that. So let's drop in a few items till we build. So straight away I'm at 24 by doing that. Some items are not even interesting at all. Others you might just have to bite the bullet and you overpay. But there's so much junk around, you can probably find it anyway. Okay, so alcohol gives me pretty good. Yeah, it's a close enough deal. Confirm the transaction. So now I've got those books. Read the books. Retop up my skills. Or my percentage. I could sleep to do this as well. So this is going to take us 3 uses. So we're at 67. Each one of the resource 20, 80. We're close enough. So I want to learn, don't I? So this is going to cost me 40. Okay, so I've obviously leveled up. because that one's no longer weapon manufacturing. Yep, so I've already gone past. So I'm now on level 3 is what I've got to try and learn. Level 3. Yep, so the person can teach level 3. It's going to cost me 60 to learn that. So I don't want to teach you this. You've obviously do it out of reputation. So I've got to go back into that. Give some open free. We're back up 100. There we go. We can learn again. Okay, so it won't allow us to do any more of level 3 because we've now surpassed level 3 of weapon manufacturing. Other traders will have other skills. This one just has those ones. Okay, I don't want to teach you anymore. I'm out of reputation again. Give away the goodies. We're now back out of mentality. This is my last of my alcohol. It's going to cost me 60, so that should go right down to 0. Okay, so I haven't got enough reputation to do it. I've only got 40 reputation, so I've got to kind of build that up. There we have it. That's how you level up your skills. So we've now gone past level 3. So we can only start learning level 4. That's going to cost us more, but we need either have alcohol or we need to have those magazines to be able to read to get your mentality. So make sure you pick up those magazines. Make sure you get all that alcohol or any of the foods that increase your mentality if you're going to level up there. The other thing you can do with the tailoring, for example, is if you dismantle items like clothes. So if I go to the cart, we'll go for my shirt. You need to have a knife in your hand. Right click, you get the word dismantle. It'll cut it up. You can do this with backpacks as well. Here you get the materials. I don't know if you can get anything with a tailoring. I think it's when you repair or you make. That's when you'll get the skill update. One thing you can do to level up your skills as well is to actually physically make items or use the kilns and ovens and the various workbenches to produce the items. So for example, for here, if you go to tab, if you have some sticks, you can go on construct, make wooden spears. You could just sit here and make a whole lot of wooden spears from sticks, and that's going to work on your weapons manufacturing skills. So you can learn one. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. You could just sit there and do this until you level up. And then I guess you could probably just bring your spears to the trader, give them away, and see if you can get some reputation. So now if we look at manufacturing, weapon manufacturing is starting to go up. Tailoring, I've got the level there. As you can see, I've got all the cloths, but to repair anything, you need the repair. Yeah, you need the one of the kits. So if I just take say like my gloves for example, you right click. If I say sew, I'm missing the mending tool. So if you have the mending tool, you'd be able to repair it with the material that you got back from there. Well, that's a quick guide of how to do the leveling up your skills by either using the trader or using the books. So just keep working on your skills, whether you want to just keep making things and just stay in one place until you get to level 5. Like I say, after level 5, you can then put things into your workbenches, have it making it. You're not going to get any extra skills or levels from that. So once you get to that level 5, and if you go to the aircraft, which is back over this way, this area, and certain buildings and some of the drawers and some of the houses, you're going to find those books. So there's usually five books in each of the series to be able to level up by doing that one, but that's going to cost you. Here, just trade to get the skills, or once you've unlocked the benches, do the skills. So I'll see you again in the next video. Let me know in the comments what you want me to work on next. Maybe it'll be the resources, and getting those together will be what I'll do next. Okay, till next time, have fun.